10 best supercars on sale today offer performance, thrills, and outstanding style. Most petrolheads dream of supercars when growing up, but if you've done well enough for yourself, which one should you buy? There's an incredible amount of choice on the market these days, and although a great deal of the available options are turbocharged, there are still plenty of naturally aspirated supercar options about to provide old-school thrills. Our list of the best supercar on sale contains a real mix of exotics, not just in terms of engine configurations, but also differing levels of luxury, wildly contrasting looks, and a variety of manufacturers responsible for them. Before we continue, subscribe to this channel. Let's go. 1. The Ferrari 296 GTB is proof that plug-in hybrids don't have to be boring, and the electric technology in this car bodes well for Ferrari's upcoming fully electric car due to arrive in 2025. The 296 GTB packs a 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine paired with a 745 kWh battery and electric motor, which combine to produce a staggering 819 bhp. The transition between electric and petrol power in the 296 GTB is seamless, thanks to Ferrari's clutch-based setup, which allows the V6 to get to work smoothly. And once the combustion engine kicks in, its howling exhaust note sounds great. You'll also get a range of roughly 16 miles from the electric motor when you don't want to attract as much attention. Better still, the Ferrari handles with incredible poise and precision, making it a car you'll always want to take the long way home in. 2. Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Not everyone considers the Porsche 911 a supercar, but there's a strong argument for the iconic German sports car being thusly described in GT3 RS form. Porsche upped the ante considerably for the 992 generation version, focusing on mechanical grip and downforce, since there's only so much more power it can extract from the GT3's naturally aspirated 4.0-liter flat-6 undercurrent emissions regulations. And so, while 518 bhp is quite modest as far as modern supercars go, the 911 GT3 RS is able to get round a track mind-bendingly quickly. On the aero front, there are 2 underbody flaps, massive side skirts, and an active rear wing of epic proportions. The latter includes a DRS so it doesn't hold the car back too much on the straights. With the DRS switched off, you're looking at a whopping 860 kilograms of downforce. This is backed up by sophisticated suspension setup, which can be remotely adjusted from the cabin for bump and rebound. This is one of the closest things you can buy to a racing car for the road. Three. Ferrari F8 Tributo. Anyone who was concerned about the turbocharged F8 Tributo not being much of a step-on from its 488 predecessor can rest easy. No, it doesn't sound as magnificent as a naturally aspirated 458 Italia at full steam, but it still sounds more than good enough for a Ferrari. And in all other aspects, the F8 Tributo is utterly sensational to drive, on road or track, and in the simplest of terms is also insanely fast. The best just got better, thanks to a lot of goodness from the hardcore 488 Pista. So well balanced is this car on the way into, in the middle of, and especially on the way out of corners that the intimidation factor has been all but eradicated, despite the fact that it feels massively more potent than the car it replaced. That's one heck of a combination of talents to install under just one roof. Bottom line, the F8 Tributo might be turbocharged and mightn't sound as spine-tingling as before, but in all other aspects it represents yet another giant leap forwards for Ferrari. 4. Lamborghini Huracan Tecnica. There simply has to be a Lamborghini in a list like this, and the Italian brand has just the thing. It's the Huracan Tecnica, which is broadly the same under the skin as the Extreme STO, but without the wild array of aerodynamic pieces and with slightly softer suspension. So, it's easier to live with and more subtle to look at. But don't be fooled by the marginally toned-down appearance, it's still a seriously potent car. Power is unchanged at 631 bhp, giving a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 3.2 seconds and a top speed of 201 miles per hour, delivered by a brilliant-sounding V10 that revs to 700 revolutions per minute. And although that power unit, which sadly won't be around for much longer, is shared with the Audi R8, it makes a better noise here, as Lamborghini has managed to avoid fitting a petrol particulate filter in the exhaust system. Its ferocious straight-line performance goes well with the firm chassis and the rear-wheel steering system, which increases agility at lower speeds and stability when the car's going faster. Lamborghini really has saved the best until last with the Huracan. 5. McLaren 720S. The 720S has been around for a little while and is now one of the older cars in McLaren's lineup, but it remains a high mark in the supercar world. Several years on from its launch, the 720S is still a striking thing, helped by the dihedral opening arrangement of the doors. A 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 developed 709 bhp, delivered in a brutal fashion to provide a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 2.9 seconds and a top speed of 212 miles per hour. Strong performance goes hand in hand with exceptional handling, helped by the fact the 720S is light by modern standards, tipping the scales at a little over 400 kilograms. But perhaps the most impressive thing of all is the way all of this capability is wrapped up in such a usable package. Special hydraulically linked dampers provide a spookily good ride, visibility is excellent, and you even get a decent amount of luggage space. The frunk and a cargo area at the rear combine to give 360 liters, a figure comparable to many superminis. Ferrari 812. The 812 GTS Spider drops the eponymous Superfast name and adds an open-roof experience for drivers wanting a blisteringly quick, front-engined, rear-wheel drive supercar. Not only that, but the 812 is more comfortable, more luxurious, and more civilized than the old F12. The 6.5-liter V12 engine produces 789 bhp and will charge forward until it tops out at 211 miles per hour. Changing gear is taken care of with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox, which has shorter gearing and faster shifts than its predecessor. Ferrari's slide-slip control is first seen on the 458 Special. To add to the overhaul, the curb weight has been reduced by 60 kilograms. However, the 812 is not intended to be a lightweight track car, as proven by the tires which come with the car, Pirelli P0s. So while the Superfast is still a supercar, it has definitely been designed for the road. Maserati MC20. The MC20 marks Italian car maker Maserati's return to the supercar market, the first since the MC12 of the early 2010s. Maserati's supercar certainly has a sense of occasion, while its jaw-dropping design never fails to attract attention. Its beauty is more than skin-deep, though, because it drives even better than it looks. While the MC20's engine note isn't hugely dramatic, the performance it delivers is. Maserati's supercar uses a 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine that produces 621 bhp to propel it from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds. It's also precise, delicate, and agile to drive, despite its suspension also offering a surprisingly forgiving ride in the softest of its 3 settings. The interior is also balanced enough that it delivers the road-going racer experience while still providing a decent level of comfort. Audi R8 Performance RWD. The latest version of the Audi R8 looks a lot like the last one at first glance, but there's a myriad of new tech, and performance is better than ever. The most obvious difference if you're planning to buy Audi's everyday supercar is the current lack of a V8 option. Nowadays you've got a choice between the 568 bhp or 611 bhp versions of the noisy V10 that is shared with the Lamborghini Huracan. There's no manual option, but the twin-clutch automatic gearbox offers super quick shifts when you've got the hammer down. The Quattro all-wheel drive system is updated too, and offers incredible levels of grip and balance with a torque split system that can send 100% to the front or rear on demand. However, our choice would be the new 568 bhp Performance RWD which, as the name implies, ditches power to the front wheels entirely to save weight and increase driver engagement. You need to be paying more attention in this version, but it's still a very approachable supercar overall. Its 3.7 second 0 to 62 miles per hour time is half a second slower than what the Performance Quattro manages, but we'd happily sacrifice a little straight-line performance to get the RWD's more mobile rear axle. All rate us enjoy a terrific high-quality interior featuring a 12.3 inches virtual cockpit display and a supple, comfortable ride. Only the poor luggage capacity prevents the R8 from being a flawless all-rounder. Chevrolet Corvette C8. With a shift to a mid-engine layout for the latest C8 generation, the Chevrolet Corvette is now looking like an intriguing American alternative to the European supercar elite. The 488 bhp offered up by its naturally aspirated V8 might seem a little sedate compared to some of the cars here. The C8 has plenty of performance to trouble some of our other entries, with a snappy dual-clutch automatic gearbox helping it achieve a 3.5-second 0 to 62 miles per hour time. The top speed, meanwhile, is 184 miles per hour. Plus, the Corvette is no longer a piece of forbidden fruit for us in the UK. The C8 is sold officially here and in right-hand drive. A starting price of £87,320 undercuts a base Porsche 911 Carrera despite the Vet having much more power and a better standard kit list. Not bad for an entry-level supercar, although you will have to accept it won't feel quite as premium as its European rivals, and it's arguably not as good-looking as the C7 version it replaced. 10. Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. At the heart of the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera lies a 5.2-liter twin-turbo V12, the same one utilized by the DB11. It provides a fitting soundtrack for Aston's Super GT, as well as incredible performance. 715 bhp and 900 Nm of torque are the headline figures, resulting in a 0-62 figure of 3.4 seconds and a top speed of 211 miles per hour. Not bad for a car designed to take on continents rather than racetracks. That's not to say the DBS suffers while cornering. In fact, fast corners are where it comes alive. 180 kilograms of downforce provides stability at speed, and on smooth asphalt at least, the DBS feels compliant. This is good news for those inclined to drive long distances, but be warned, you might find yourself driving past your destination just to enjoy a few more miles behind the wheel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget subscribe for more videos.